Welcome back to Cask and Point. Today is day 11 of our New Era Bourbon Club Advent Calendar, where from December 1st through December 25th, we'll be trying 25 fun, funky, mysterious samples. We're going to give tasting notes, we're going to rate them, we're going to be guessing what we're having, and then at the end of the video, we'll find out exactly what we had. Now, today is day 11, and I've been doing very, very poorly. I keep thinking that I figured it out, and I've determined what we're having, and then it's something totally different that I've never heard of. Let's get into day 11 and see if we could do any better. On the nose, it doesn't smell like Buffalo Trace, so I don't know what this is. And my guess is going to be bad, but it smells pretty grassy. So there are a lot of the herbal notes on this one. I'm getting lavender, I'm getting cloves. I'm definitely getting a good amount of sweetness as well. A lot of honey on this. And there's definitely a nice oak presence, a nice sweet oak presence, a good amount of vanilla as well. I'm mixed between a bourbon and a rye. Some of these flavors I would expect much more on a bourbon, some I would expect much more on a rye. So right now, I think we're definitely in the American category here. I don't think we're super funky. I think this is going to end up being some weird single barrel of something based on what we've had so far. But let's keep going here. Yeah, I mean, there's a really, really strong lavender note here that's really pushing. And it's nice, actually. Like, it's a nice note here. And there's definitely a ton of seagrass on the backdrop here. Like, a ton of the, like, tropical grassy notes here. I mean, look, it doesn't smell amazing. It doesn't smell typically like what I would drink out of a whiskey, but there's potential here. Let's try it. So that was pretty light. And I'm thinking it could be in the Irish whiskey category here. Like, just looking at the color, actually, it is a little bit light. Bourbons tend to be slightly darker than at least 10, 11, 12-year-old Irish whiskeys, just because the aging of 6, 7 years in Kentucky does a lot more for a whiskey than 10, 11, 12 years in Ireland. It's grassy enough that I would not be blown away if this is 100% malt. And it's really, really grassy. Like, it's not fruity. It's not super oaky. It's like a meadows, like flowers. Honestly, I'm getting like a lot of rose petal on this. Like, kind of the notes that I get like on a Four Roses. Actually, a little bit of that on this. It smells nice. It smells relaxing. There was an Irish whiskey that I tried in London back in March, and it was, I believe, Samuel Gelston 12 year. Honestly, this smells and tastes really similar to that Irish whiskey that I remember. But the thing is, I've had so few Irish whiskeys, odds are this is some just weird bourbon, and I just think it's all Irish whiskey. But obviously, I'm gonna have to guess Gold Spot anyways. But I'll take another sip here. I'm thinking Irish or Scotch whiskey. I don't think this is gonna be an Islay. Like, there's no peat on this. I don't think this is a Speyside, because at least a Speyside I would get some of the funky flavors. This could be a Campbelltown, a Scotch whiskey. Like, this could be one of the Springbanks. I do really like Springbanks. But what I remember, they are fruitier. That's why I think we're an Irish whiskey. And of course, I'm going to guess that we're an Irish whiskey, and we're going to find out that we're a bourbon. It's totally not at all close to an Irish whiskey. But it's really similar to that Samuel Gelston. I'll put a photo on your screen now of what I'm talking about if I could find one. But it was really nice. This is grassy. There are a lot of herbal notes on this. This could be a rye whiskey, so a really funky rye whiskey. But it also is pretty flat on the palate. Like, this is drinking 80, 90 proof. I don't think this is above 90 proof. I'd be pretty surprised if it was. Now, obviously, we're going to check it. It's going to be a hazmat. Obviously, and it's going to be a bourbon, and it's going to be like something that I've had 20 times. But I don't know, it's pretty good. I really do like this, and it's a relaxing pour. It's definitely unique. I hope this isn't a single barrel, because, if this is something that can be regularly purchased for 50, 60 bucks, I think it really deserves a place on most people's shelves. It could be a lot more than that. We'll find out. But let's take one more sip here. Let's give it a rating, and then we'll find out what we're having. So, okay. I'm going to go that that's an 80 proof. I think it's an Irish whiskey. It's sweet, though. It is sweet, which is why I think it could still be a rye whiskey or a bourbon. And that kind of sweetness, I usually don't get that on Irish whiskeys. But I've had like 4 Irish whiskeys. So I don't know what I get on Irish whiskeys. And it's been like a year since I've tried any of them. But I'm going to go ahead and guess that this is like an 80 proof Irish whiskey that's 12 years old. I would say this is worth 50, 60 bucks. I wouldn't pay more than that. Let's find out what we're having. Let's see how close we are. So I'll put on your screen as I'm looking here. This was day 11, so we're going to check our drive here. So day 11, a couple photos here. Gold spot. Oh, it was Irish whiskey. It was Irish whiskey, and I didn't guess gold spot, even though I've jokingly guessed gold spot so many times. That's really funny. Yeah, I totally get it. I think this is definitely Irish whiskey. I didn't want to say gold spot because I've just felt bad guessing gold spot so many times when it just wasn't gold spot like so many of these like last few days here. It is 102.8 proof though, so it is a little bit higher proof than I was expecting. 9 years old. I thought this was gonna be a little bit older and lower proof, a little bit younger, and higher proof definitely adds up here. It is gold spot. It is Irish whiskey. I'm not that crazy. I'm calling this a win. Let's check the notes here as to why this is here. So the pick I was waiting for. Okay. So the admin does know and has been watching the videos and he knows that I've been guessing gold spot over and over and over again. And I did say gold spot here. I'm gonna clip it and put it on your screen. I'm gonna have to guess gold spot. I'm gonna have to guess gold spot. I'm gonna have to guess gold spot. Say gold spot in this video. All right, we're taking this as a win. Gold spot, single pot, still Irish whiskey, 135th anniversary limited edition, age 9 years, 102.8 proof Mitchell & Son. Gold spot has matured for at least 9 years in a unique proportion of bourbon barrels, sherry butts, Bordeaux wine casks and port pipes, non-chill filtered and bottled at 102.8 proof for a whiskey that is complex and full flavored. So I guess that's just probably a copy-paste description. I don't know if he wrote that himself. If he did, very professional. This doesn't taste like $150. Now, I know a little bit about gold spot on the spots because I've tried the blue, I've tried the red, I've tried one of the others, either the green or the yellow. And these whiskeys are typical whiskeys and Irish whiskeys that come much more to a bourbon flavor profile. So they are like not super grassy. Like I said, there's a little bit of sweetness on this. It is very nice. I don't remember if I rated it. If I would rate it, it's a 7.3. And, it's a solid whiskey. It's not that off-putting. The pot stillness of the Irish whiskey isn't that bad on this one. That being said, this is a bottle that sells at $150. And I actually do have a bottle of this. I totally forgot that I had this bottle here. This is, I believe, a sealed bottle that I got. I haven't even unwrapped it, but this is what we're drinking. There we go. I have a bottle. I haven't tried it yet. I remember I got this, and this is actually technically for a buddy of mine, but I actually also bought one for myself that I have somewhere else, on a different part of the room. But I figured I would try it one day before I, decide to keep it, or if maybe if somebody else wanted it more, I could give it to them. It's really nice. It's not worth $150. It's I've seen this once ever in stores, and it was $300 in Massachusetts, and I bought it for my buddy. I apologize to that buddy. This was not worth $300. I've only ever seen it in one liquor store ever in the maybe 1,000 liquor stores I've been to, but it's pretty good. It's pretty enjoyable. I like it. I'm honestly, I'm a fan. I wish it was $50, $70. I'll take one more sip here and enjoy this with you guys. We hit it. We had gold spot. I claimed it was an Irish whiskey. We win these. I'm going to take this final sip here. It's nice. It's nice. It's pleasant. Yeah, so this was the 135th anniversary, 1887 to 2022 for the Mitchell & Sons, which is a huge company that owns... I'll show you a photo of just what they own. They own a lot of things, including a lot of bourbons. This was their 135th anniversary. It was a one-time edition, and people really like them. They do have a 13-year version, which for some reason I've been seeing it drop in so many places in Connecticut all of a sudden for $300, and it's 13 years and it's gold spot. This is their 9-year, and this is the 135th anniversary. And it's good. It's good. I think it's 7.3. I think it's a solid pour. I think it deserves a place on the bar. If it was $70 for $150 MSRP, I wouldn't justify that, but it's pretty good. I had fun. I won one. I'm happy. We finally got one right. Hopefully we'll do better in day 12. Well, we can't do any better because we're perfect today, but hopefully we'll be as successful in day 12. But I hope you all enjoyed it. I hope you all had some fun. I had some fun. I hope you have a lovely rest of your day. Catch you all in day 12.